Brian Dennison. He's been has surgery for broken T-bone. He's been out until later this year. He has the two surgeries on his mouth and his shoulders. And I've been thinking about Brian Dennison's been wrestling with WWE for so many years. Like, I'll say 208, I think. So I've been thinking about Brian Dennison had surgery, two surgeries this year. And Brian Dennison has his mouth surgery and his shoulder surgery. He has heart. So he's been holding about for a long time since WWE for a couple of years ago. He's been doing this again. So it's been a long time for the first story about Brian Dennison going to have surgery about 3 years ago. Since then, it's been wrestling since 2014, I think. So the second story that his last on Mercedes Money return very soon and for some plans, saying, quote, "This is a New Japan Pro Wrestling was confirmed that Mercedes Money installed her angle is it I'd say about 2 years when she left from WWE, and one fan had an argument with Sasha Banks for a long time since then, I think. So I've been thinking about watching WWE for several years ago. Since then, about I'd say 2014, 2015, 2016, I think. So years ago, and seeing quote, into the main event on due in May 24th, we got a show in Long Beach. We haven't seen her since when she left WWE for so years ago. I'd say about 2017, I think. So, what do you guys think of this story about Sasha Banks has Mercedes Moné? The most about what's going on with the former Sasha Banks' pro wrestling career. So, instantly seems the New Japan plans for the strong women's title. Moné was supposed to be with Nightingale for several months ago. So she's been hurt about for a long time. She's been hurting for a long time, for several years ago. Since then, I saw her last time I saw Mercedes Moné come to AEW, and she was left to WWE for half years ago. So, and the third story of Ric Flair on having a match in AEW, I'm up for it, but they won't let that happen. So, and the third story about Ric Flair, he said, I might be an All Elite, but he won't be competing again inside of their ring. And All Elite Wrestling Ric Flair recording sit down with the ESPN interview. So, Ric Flair came out with Sting for several years ago since then. So, when he asked if he was going to last match, now, that's it, he's part of AEW, Ric Flair said. He's been up to it, but said the company won't let that happen. So, you know, I'm up for it, but they won't let that happen. And Ric Flair said, I learned a lot from that match. You have a time for good story, so that might before WrestleMania with some Michaels, right? So anybody is following at we all that's it in Orlando, and everybody was there. And I wasn't drinking, he said. So Marcus and Marco Harris looked at me, and he said, "What are you doing?" I was thinking, he said, I'm not drinking. I'm nervous about tomorrow," he said. "Are you kidding me?" He was turning 59 years old for so long time, I think. Of this story about Ric Flair, starting with AEW for a long time. You have been drunk all night. It's not gone to bed. It had some of the best matches in history of the business. He 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 doesn't sing it up now. I just started drinking so enough. I woke up at 3 o'clock into the morning, he said. I woke up and I went on. He said, I would have I done to myself. So if it helps someone to put him through into an AEW. So speaking of Liv Morgan, this is the report about Liv Morgan injury status. Liv Morgan has been absent from the WWE since to sort of replace of her surgery since then. It was essential why to the injury on the episode of Monday Night Raw earlier this year. And this was a planned match between the WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, but Rhea Ripley attacked her after her solo replaced after her surgery since then. So the fifth story today that AJ start to be clear for return very soon, saying, quote, "The wrestling update has a mercy on AJ star Bandito, who has been out of action since speed recovery from surgery in recent months." So Bandito was surgery since May, and during his match with Tisarte after the match. Bandito been wrestling since November 2022. He's been for a long time. Speaking of Jim Morsel on the last against outside of wrestling show this little, Bandito is expected to be fairly clear in the next few weeks. So this is your sign with AEW back in November 2022. So he's been doing it for a long time. He had surgery after his surgery was started. So a sixth story that Adam Corbin would take care of him, and Dodgers would take care of him. He's lying to us. So Adam Corbin would take care of him after this story with Christian Cage for a long time. I've been thinking about Edge has Adam Corbin. It's been with WWE since then, about 20 years ago, starting today. So this was crazy for that moment between Adam Corbin and going to retirement again for AEW and WWE for some years ago. So he's been wrestling for a long time since after Christian Cage has taken care of him, his brain surgery on his head for a long time. So this has been for a long time, I think. So I've been thinking about Adam Corbin will take care of him in AEW. So that was a crazy thing for that moment with Adam Corbin has Edge for a long time since been with WWE for some years ago of his career. So I've been thinking about Cousin K's could be retired. He wants to go back, I think. So let me know what you guys think of this story about Cousin K's and Adam Coleman has been doing with WWE for 20 years ago. This is tons of surgeries this year for 2023. So thank you for watching me and every week on my stories of because of surgeries for several years ago. So thank you for watching it for my YouTube every week on my stories. Thank you for listening to me and thank you for watching. And we have live schedule, one schedule, and one membership, and one description below. So you can join me here on YouTube where you don't miss it anytime soon tonight. So we will keep you guys update for more updates of just stories about all the parts of wrestling. So let me know what you thought and thank you for watching. Tune in and click here, smash the bell on my YouTube. Click here on my description below. See you next time. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys tonight for Friday Night SmackDown for a couple hours later. See you next time. Have a good one, guys. Have a good rest of your Friday. See you next time. Peace.